Okay. Around $500. We saw it double to, last year, as you pointed out, to 1,030. It peaked out at 1,030. Well, at what point in time did the miners decide, well, geez, now here's some profit that can be made? They've got their forecasters. They know what's coming. So mining has been held. Who owns these mines, and why are they still suppressing the production of the commodity that they know is going to skyrocket? It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Well, most of your, like IMGold, for instance. IMGold can get an ounce of gold out of the ground for under $400 an ounce. As with most of your Agnico Eagle, Yamana, the same thing. It's not that the miners aren't attempting to do anything. There's just no new discoveries being made in gold, and obviously you can pretty much write America off because of the new EPA rules and regulations. Right. I wonder why Bob's so silent on this one.
I don't know.
No, I'm just listening. You're right, and of course they're trying to legislate again, and I don't think it'll be successful to impede mining in the United States. But yes, they're 500 tons short, and they'll be more short next year, and of previous production. There's already a shortfall historically, even a peak production, and since last fall, let's say November, we've seen a drop-off in consumption in India, in particular in gold, and we've seen a lot of bracelet selling, we'll call it, people cashing in for one reason or another, and we've seen gold come back from 1,000 again, back down to approximately 880, and now all the scrap has been cleaned up, and so that's not an overhang. And the Indians are buyers again, especially the professionals who are making the markets over there. So you have China, the Middle East, and India as net buyers. You have a shortfall in production. You have the ETF supposedly increases quite a bit each day, although for the last 10 days or so, it's been unchanged at 1,106 tons, but you have that offtake going on perpetually as well. And so, what's going on in the bullion market? And it is that central banks are sellers, straight up sellers. They're leasers. They lease gold, which is tantamount to selling. And they also rig the market on a short-term basis. It's not hard for them to knock gold down $50 an ounce, but can they keep it down? No. That's why we have these volatile rallies. And gold and silver both are in reverse head and shoulder formations for all of you technicians out there, and they are going to break out. And when they do, they will spike upward. And so on a fundamental and technical basis, both gold and silver are extremely good buys here.
Now, Bob, in your newsletter this week, you said the investing public is starting to piece together what's going on in the market in precious metals. COMEX inventory has not dropped, and major draws on supplies are not showing up in the statistics. But the ETFs are on the rise or holding their own, and there is foreboding over the markets. At COMEX, another 268 delivery notices were issued to total 11,906, or 1.9 million ounces, and dealers themselves only have 2.6 million ounces. And you say this looks like a squeeze. This could be why the gold price has been attacked so virulently. Now, we're seeing these gold prices. We've talked about this before. And Robbie, while I'm on the subject of gold here, please, before we run out of time today, please give the Bob Chapman special here for this Tuesday.
Let me just tell you, COMEX warehouse stocks, silver, big drawdown today, almost 500,000 ounces. COMEX silver warehouse stocks sitting, it always sat around 130 million ounces, down to 116 million ounces, so people are taking delivery. Bob Chapman special, British sovereigns, brilliant uncirculated, $255 a piece, or 5, 10, 15, but if you order 20, you get a free year subscription to the International Forecaster and a fine ceramic mug from Republic Broadcasting Network.
Don in Ohio. Hello, Don.
Good day.
Hi.
I got to jump off the phone real quick here, so I just want to ask two questions, and then I'll listen offline. First, what do you think of China diversifying and going to copper? That's something that I heard. And also, do you think the way things are going in Washington, D.C., that they'll ever let the credit card companies that have all these unsecured credit cards out there, where they'll make them automatically secured, so people are put into a different kind of a agreement after they've already had them? I'll take my answers, or I'll listen offline.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Robbie, you want to handle that copper one, because I saw you posted that story.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just a concept somebody was using, obviously, and it's all based on how much gold there is in the world as opposed to how much copper there is. And obviously it would be easier if we were going to go onto a bimetallic system, that copper would be the metal of choice because of the availability of copper vis-a-vis the availability of gold.
And on the subject, who wants to tackle this one?
Oh, the credit cards?
Yeah.
They're all meeting, all the credit card gurus and heads are all meeting Barack Obama on Thursday, so we could hear the shoe drop there.
All right, well,
they're running about 10% that are not paying
Yeah,
at Citigroup. And Meredith Whitney came out with it yesterday. And it's going to get a lot worse. It's only the beginning of that. And you get the commercial real estate coming down. I mean, she's talking of another 30% downside. We're down 30%. She's talking about a total of 50% residential housing drop net. And, I projected in 2004 that it would be 35%. It's even worse than I thought it was going to be. And everybody thought I was nuts when I come out with my statement, get out of the real estate market starting in the second half of 2005. And, of course, I was dead on. But this is going to be a lot worse than even I had anticipated.
Do we have time here? Yeah, JG in California. Hello, JG.
Yeah, hi, John.
Hi.
Got a question. I've never heard it from you. I want you to tell me if I'm hallucinating or not. I've got some background, some credentials, past 30 years. Talked to a lot of people, probably thousands over the last 30 years about this.
What's your bona fides there, JG?
I'm sorry, what?
What's your bona fides?
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I used to be in federal law enforcement.
Okay.
And then I've dealt with experts like you and McLam and Cornegie all my life, and got to meet some wonderful people, some military federal judges, and some of the survival, soldier fortune stuff over the last 30 years.
Okay.
Anyway, so I've come to the realization of I think I know what I'm talking about. Don't push it on anybody. Talk. As we get older, we, become more tolerant of other people's views, and especially when we're in with the Word of God. And I, since I moved to another area for the moment to get some medical issues taken care of, ran into a guy in the housing area, a veteran in the hospital, really nice guy. First time I met him, and it's making me rethink how I even approach anybody about talking about this. Now, from the beginning, getting into the history of it, supposedly, as we all know as Christians, it started up in heaven once he kicked, the prince down here and decided to control the world. But from there, from what I understand, the Babylonian Empire, or Rome, I guess, took the baton from the Babylonian Empire leading up through Egypt and all that stuff up to now. And then, as I say, have you had Dr. Orley Tate on your show at all yet?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Who's Orley Tate?
From what I understand, for him to become president, what I heard her say on, it was either Alan Stang or from the 4th of July, I can't remember which show, that she said both parents had to be citizens. Other than the candidate had to be a natural-born citizen, but she said by law that both parents had to be citizens. Now, I was unaware of that, but she said that's absolutely true. Now, I feel like I can trust her. So as I bring this upon this particular gentleman of African-American descent, and we seemed to hit it off the first, 15, 20 minutes, I realized that he had his descent.
Until what happened, JG? What happened?
He doesn't believe that Obama is an illegal citizen. I said we have proof.
Hold on a second here. Yeah. We'll be right back.